Hey guys, it's Reese here. I'm going to show you today first I'm going to show you how to make a really simple little timer for your GoPro camera so you can do a time-lapse video. And then I'm going to show you some cool things you can do with it that I found just by playing around and by making a quick trip to the Home Depot. So what you're going to need to do to start is go into your local Ikea store, or if you're like me and you don't have a local Ikea store, just go online to someplace like Amazon and search for Ikea egg timer. And what you'll either find in store or online is this. It's a little timer that's a stainless steel cylinder. It's pretty small, nothing super fancy about it. So what you're going to do is you're going to take that, you're going to get one of your GoPro flat adhesive mounts, stick it right on top, and you got your timer. So, the next step is making your movie. And so I usually use just the quick release mount, or quick release buckle, excuse me. But you could use the J-hook buckle too. It doesn't really matter. It's just this, will be a little higher, but it doesn't really change anything because this one, because of the way it's set up, gives you enough motion. You can have the camera angled a little forward or a little backward. If you want to get up into the sky if you're outside, or if you want to have the floor if you're into watching how floors change. But so you get your camera on there, and this is a 60-minute timer. And what I found the best setting that turns out the best is to have your camera obviously in time-lapse mode, taking a picture every 2 seconds. And that gets a good picture that gets a good movie where the entire time it's moving, and so it's not like it's stuck in one place for what seems like a while, and it's not choppy. It works out really well. And so you put your camera on, and I usually get it all turned on and all ready, and I rotate it. You'll get it back to 0. And I hit play, I let go, and it'll do its merry thing for an hour so you can go about your life and have fun. And then when the time's up, since this is a kitchen timer, you are treated to this lovely little jingle. Which, at first when I got this, I was like, oh, I'm not using this, to time my egg or something. So that buzz could be kind of annoying. But then I actually found out the first video I was shooting, I was out talking to a friend in the hallway, and I didn't realize my timer was so close to going off, but I heard the little ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. So I was like, oh, hey, I need to go shut that off. Because this does, with the setting of 2 pictures per second for 60 minutes, that's 1,800 pictures. So you're going to have a lot of pictures. That usually takes up about, what I have a GoPro Hero 3 Black Edition, and so I have it set to 12 megapixels, which is the highest quality. And when I copy all the pictures on my computer, it takes up about 7.5 gigabytes, which is a lot, but it turns out really cool. But so what you're going to do is, you hook it up to your computer, and if you don't already have GoPro's free editing software, Cineform Studio, go download it from their website. I love using it for free software. It's great. And what you'll do is you'll get all your pictures together in one folder, and when you go into Cineform Studio to import a file, instead of just importing one file, you'll choose the whole folder that has all the pictures, and Cineform knows that when it sees, oh, you're importing a folder of pictures, oh, this must be a time-lapse. So it will create the time-lapse for you, it will put it all together, and then if you go to advanced settings down at the bottom, you can change the quality. I usually have mine set to 4K because it just looks fantastic. You can choose how many frames per second. I generally have mine at 15 frames per second, but it's up to you, just go faster or slower. And then you do all that, and it turns out really cool. So that's if you just want a normal time-lapse video. But like I said, I kind of found a way to do something my own way here. So I went to the Home Depot, and I picked up a pack of 3 super magnets. According to the package, these are extremely strong magnets, exclamation point. And not for children, exclamation point. So it's got to be legit, right? But no, these actually work really well. They're small, and there's 3 of them, which is good because you can kind of make a little triangle pattern on the bottom here. What I do is I just go there, there, and right there. So you can see that. And then, like I said, these are very strong magnets, so anything that's stable and metal that you can find should work well. Obviously, you got to use a little discretion. Don't, put it on something where it has a chance of either falling or, like getting whacked or something. But I've done, what's cool about this is you can have it, on something that's pointing this way, so you can get a cool 360 view where it'll so if you're looking at your room, it'll flip it upside down and it'll come back around and it'll be upright and then it'll stop. Or what's really fun is in my room, I have different ceiling tiles, and there's a frame in between the tiles that's metal, so I can stick this on my ceiling and have the camera angled, get a really cool panorama from the top. It's something, there's so many things you could do with a magnet because there's so many things that are magnetic are just everywhere, and so you can obviously, you've got to be careful with magnets, but you can do some incredible stuff. I got the egg timer late last week, and I didn't get my magnets till a day or two ago, but I've already had some fun. I've made some great videos, and it turns out so great, so cool. And like I said, there's just so many options you have with it. You can do really anything you want. Kind of, because it's cool, because I'd seen a lot of people use these Ikea egg timers to do the time-lapse. Like, if you go read the reviews on Amazon for this timer, no one talks about using it in the kitchen. I think people have forgotten that's what it's made for. But that's why I like the magnets, because I haven't actually seen, I'm sure someone's probably done it, but I haven't seen anybody do it yet. That's why I'm making this video. And it gives you that way to, make something your own and make something kind of cool and just have some fun with it. Now, the one thing is, when it's from the ceiling, I've used, and when it's just sitting upright, I've used my standard GoPro housing, and I haven't had any troubles. But when I do it at 90 degrees, when it gets to right about here, it has trouble pulling it all the way around, because, this is a fairly cheap kitchen timer meant to have nothing on it. So, it wasn't designed for this. And the problem is, this housing isn't light, and with this locking mechanism, you've got a decent amount of weight at the top. And so it struggles to pull it from right there. And the solution I found, I know this doesn't help you if you've got an older GoPro camera, but if you have a GoPro Hero 3, I went out and I bought the frame, which is, a little plastic frame that just goes around the sides. And it's a lot lighter, and most importantly, it's flat on the top. It doesn't have anything up there. And then this is where you want to use a J-buckle, because you can have it like this, and you slide it in there. So when you're holding it sideways, it looks like a little mini security camera. And you can have it rotate like that, and it turns out so cool. I love it. And so yeah, have some fun with it. If you have any other ideas of stuff you could do with the egg timer, feel free to comment. Like I said, I just was sitting one day in my room and I was like, hey, that'd be kind of cool. So I did that. And that's what I love about the GoPros. There's so many options. You can really have some fun. Maybe sometime I'll do, when I've gotten some more mounting stuff, I can do a video showing all my different mounts. So go out, buy an Ikea egg timer. They're cheap. I got this for like $10 with shipping. The magnets were like $3. Go out, have some fun, make videos. Enjoy. Thanks for watching.